Hello and welcome back. In today's lesson, I would like to show you the complete laws of indices that you need to master. Now, the number one law, we have the multiplication law. Multiplication law. Now, the multiplication law states that whenever we are multiplying and the two bases are the same, we take one of the base and add the powers. Clearly, if we have a to power m, we have a to power m times a to power n. The law says if we are multiplying and the two bases are the same, we take one of the base and add the powers. So clearly we have a m plus n. All right, example, if we have 2 to power 6 times 2 to power 2. Whenever we are multiplying and the two bases are the same, we take one of the base and add the powers. So this becomes 2, 6 plus what? 2. And this equals what? 2 to power what? 8. So that's how you use it. The law 2. We have the division law. The division what? Law. All right. The division law states that whenever we are dividing in indices and the two bases are the same, we take one of the base and subtract the powers. So clearly we know that if we have a to power m divided by a to power n, since the bases are the same, we take one of the base and do what? And subtract the powers. So this becomes m minus n. All right. Example. If we have 5 to power 3 divided by 5 to power 2. This equals 5. The base are the same. We take one of the base from the law here. So 3 minus 2. This equals 5 to power 1, which is also the same thing as 5. All right, the next one. We have the product power law. The product power law. What does the product power law state? The product power law states that different factors in brackets raise to a certain power and then raised to another power, the two powers are multiplied for final results. So if we have a to power m all to power n, factors in brackets raised to a certain power and then raised to another power, the two powers are multiplied for final results. So clearly, if we are multiplying the two powers, this becomes a m times n, which equals a m n. Example, if we have 2 to power 2 all to power 4, so this becomes 2 times 4, which is 2 to power 8. All right. Then we have the next one. The fourth one, the reciprocal law. The reciprocal. What does the reciprocal law state? The reciprocal law states that a number raised to the reciprocal of the positive index equals that same number raised to the reciprocal of the negative index. So if we have 1 all over a to power n, a number raised to the reciprocal of the positive index equals this same number raised to the reciprocal of the negative what? Index. Example, if we have 1 all over 2 to power 3, this is the positive index. The negative index becomes 2 raised to power negative 3. All right, let's proceed. We have the next one, the distribution law. So this is 5. The distribution law. Distribution law. What does the distribution law state? The distribution law states that different factors in brackets raised to a certain power, the power is distributed over the factors in the brackets. So clearly, if we have a over b raised to the power of m, a all over b raised to the power of m, different factors in bracket raised to a certain power, the power is distributed over the factors in the bracket. So let's distribute it. From here we have a to power m all over b to power m. So example, let's use it to solve this. If we have this from here, a all over b all to power 2. We are distributing it. Different factors of the bracket raised to the 60 power. The power is distributed over the factor. So it becomes a squared all over b what? Squared. All right. We have the next law. We have the root power law. That's the law 6. The root power law. The root power law. The root power law. What does the root power law state? It said that we have different kinds of roots. That means we have the square root. Okay, we have the square root, which is the same thing as you saying 1 over 2. We have the cube root, which is the same thing as you saying 1 over 3. We have the fourth root, which is the same thing as you say 1 over 4. And we have the nth root, which is the same thing as saying 1 over n. So if we have something like this, if we have the square root of a, the square root of equals what? A is for 1 over what? 1 over 2. If we have the cube root of n, this becomes what? N raised to 1 over what? 3. All right. So if we have the cube root of 8, this equals what? From here, we know that this is, we can simplify this as what? 2 to power 3. 1 over 3, right? So this can cancel this, and the final answer becomes 2. So our next law is the zero law. The zero law. What does the zero law state? The zero law state that anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. Anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. So if we have a to power 0 equals 1, b to power 0 equals 1, 100 to power 0 equals what? 1. All right. We have the final one, which is the exponential law. The exponential law. What does the exponential law state? State that equal basis has equal what? Exponents. All right. So if we have a to power m equals a to power n, equal basis, so we cancel, and this equals m equals n. If we have a to power m equals b to power m equals power, so what happened? They will cancel the power there, they are equal, so because a equals what? B. So if we have 2 to power x equals 2 to power 1, what happened? These are the same, so what happened? X cancel this, and x equals what? 1. And do well to follow this channel for more challenging problem like this.